Is a reality star, not unlike myself. She is very controversial. She has been in the headlines for years now, and now she is a pastor. Please welcome Omarosa. How are you?
Bethenny.
Hi. When was the last time I saw you?
We were at the Today Show, I think. It's the last time I saw you.
That was like 5 years ago or something?
Uh-huh.
So how are
I
you?
have a question.
Go.
How did the pastor end up on a show with... It's all about sex?
Oh, that's very true. That's a good... Well, that's what the show is. You never know what you're going to get. It is Pasta Chocolates here. So that's very funny. That is ironic. We'll talk about that in a minute. So how are you?
I'm doing really good.
You are?
Doing really well. It's been a challenging 2 years, but I believe that everything that I've gone through, God has been preparing me for this moment to do something profound.
And it's about being a pastor.
Oh, absolutely. I commit 100% of my time, energy, and resources to my ministry. I am the assistant pastor at Weller Street Missionary Baptist Church. It's a really amazing church in downtown Los Angeles, and we service the Boyle Heights community. We service Skid Row. We work with the homeless, mentally ill, veterans. It's incredible work that's needed.
And is this something you always wanted to do that just no one knew about? Or?
Well, I grew up in a Baptist church. My grandmother required all of us to go to church. We went to church sometimes 3, 4, 5 times throughout the week. But the call on my life came when I was in the Gambia doing work. And I knew that this was what I was going to spend the rest of my life doing.
Wow, it's surprising. I didn't know this about you.
Surprised me too.
I mean,
like, really, Lord?
you had a lot go on. I mean, you started, in our lives on The Apprentice.
10 years ago.
So it started 10 years ago, and on that show, you got a lot of heat for on the show being the villain, but it's...
Well, they only called me a villain because I was a strong woman. If I was a guy, they'd be patting me on my back saying, way to go, girl.
And have you found that through your whole entire career?
Well, I think you probably could speak to it now, too.
Yes.
When you go into an executive environment, they want us to be apologetic and demure. That's not me. I go in and I compete on the same level as all of the men, and I expect to be treated a certain way. And when you don't fall in line, they start giving you these labels, the B word, or she's so difficult, or she's a villain. I don't care what you call me. Just make sure you spell my name right on the check.
Wow. Well, but you've gotten into public skirmishes, and they do become public. I mean, I get in.
Have you had a couple skirmishes? What was it? Hobbygate. Get it? When you told somebody to get a hobby, and I remember it was like headlines. I was like, she just said get a hobby. What was it?
Yes. Well, you and I even had a skirmish. You were upset about me, but you took publicly to talk about. What's interesting in Hollywood is that people.
No, I emailed you after you did The View. And it really hurt my feelings, I have to tell you, because I thought we were friends. And after I watched it, I thought, why would she go on The View and badmouth me? And
I don't think I badmouthed you. I think it was Joy or Sherry Shepherd. Someone said to me,
Sherry.
You're doing your own reality show, so you're like Omarosa. And I said,
no. My career is real, and my book, and my brand, and her, no. She just went on there to be a villain. Like that. And I was like,
would you like me? I can have someone.
Why would you say that?
Well, first of all, we knew each other through The Apprentice. I mean, we never had dinner. We weren't friends.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I actually thought we were friends. It's interesting that you would say you didn't think we were friends. When you called me, when you were on, you contacted me through somebody when you went on Martha Stewart's Apprentice, you kind of reaching out. And so maybe you were just trying to use me to get information. You could call that what you want. But to go on, and Sherry's my friend, to go on The View and badmouth me to my friend is bad form, Beth.
Well, okay, if you're going to talk about something that happened, let's get the facts straight.
Let's read the...
I said that you were known for being infamous. And then I spoke about myself. I said that I had 2 New York Times bestsellers.
You never said I have a real career. You never said that.
I said that you didn't.
I read the quote. You said I have a real.
Can we just get the quote? Someone must have it.
I have a brand, and I
will give you $10,000 if I said I have a real career.
10,000.
Yes.
And you know what?
If I said I have a real career, I will give you $10,000.
This has turned out to be a great day.
Great. If I said the word, I think I said no. Actually, I have a brand. I have 2 New York Times bestsellers. I have a cocktail. Omarosa.
Our memory must be going. Let's have.
I said use it for being infamous.
Paul, He has my phone.
Okay.
You can pull it up. This is great. I'll use that money to
For your
help
church.
the folks, yes, on Skid
It would
Row.
be excellent.
Because I know I'm about to get $10,000.
Okay. We'll be right back with more Omarosa. And if I say